Hello my sunflowers, welcome back to my channel and welcome to quite a weird video. Well, it's not that weird, okay. I have spent my last months on Booktok. I love it, the community is fun, it has a lot of great discussions, a lot of great book recommendations, and I have fallen into the trap of I need to read these books the people are recommending. So, because I am not only a booktalker, I'm also a booktuber, I am going to do a readathon of books that Booktok recommended to me. Let's get into it. So, first book that has been around Booktok since like autumn, and I just needed it, okay? Is Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. So this book is about a trans male witch who accidentally resurrects a ghost and they kind of fall in love. This is all I know. It is gay and it slaps. If you are on Booktok, you know what I'm referring to. So I am looking forward to this one. This is gonna be witchy, very gay, and just plain fun. Another book highly recommended to me was Skyhunter by Mary Lou. So Skyhunter, I don't know if this is fantasy or sci-fi, because it has like mind links, it has some space stuff in there, I think, but also has angels, and I don't know. I have never read a book by Mary Lou. I know, a travesty, but I'm an old millennial. I was not there to read all these YA dystopian things, okay? I was still stuck on Lord of the Rings. So yeah, this started kind of an obsession for some people on Booktok, and I was just thinking, okay, I need to read this, because found family and mind links, that sounds great, okay? So I will be reading this one. Another book I hope to read very soon and is a part of this readathon is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. So this book is an urban fantasy with a lot of, this is very shiny, with a lot of magic, and it is supposed to be like black girl magic in the best sense. And I saw a lot of black booktalkers raving about it, and all of the other booktalkers kind of too, and I have seen it on like favorite books of 2020 on BookTube for so many people. So yeah, I got this and I will be reading this one. Amazing. Maybe I will keep this for February, for Black Heritage Month. We'll see. And a book I didn't think I would be reading, because I have heard about it and kind of thought, doesn't sound like my cup of tea. But then I saw some booktalkers like literally crying about this, and it is by Tor, and you know my love relationship with Tor books, and yeah, it's Gideon the Ninth. There is a second book out there, and the third book is only coming out this year. And this is about necromancers in space. Why didn't I pick this up before now? Like, look at this, so pretty. So, yeah, hope I will love this one, because a lot of people do. And yeah, reading this soon. And another book is The First Sister by Linden A. Lewis. This book was recommended by one booktalker. But she got me, because this is queer sci-fi, and I had it kind of on my radar last year, but only a hardcover copy was out, and I was just thinking, meh, if it gets really good reviews, I will read it next year. Well, I saw a review on Booktok and got it immediately. So, yeah, this is politics, queer sci-fi in space. What do I need more? And the last book I will be reading in this lovely readathon is A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett and Clair. This is an urban fantasy retelling of Hades and Persephone. Do I need more? oh, maybe something, it's spicy. So yeah, everything that is kind of very spicy fantasy is right up my alley. So yeah, I have already started like the first 5 pages or something, not very much. And this will be the first book I will be reading in this readathon, and I will check in with you a few times reading these books and do wrap up in the end if the booktalkers are recommending good books. See you soon! So I'm at page 83. I took a nap, and you see I'm reading a book about Hades and Persephone, and I have a death bookmark, and I am so happy. This is one of the best things. So the book is surprisingly really good. It's urban fantasy based on Greek myths, and they are still gods with powers. And Persephone is a goddess, but she's hiding because she thinks she has no magic, but she has kind of a reversed version of her mother's magic, and her magic is that she is destroying life instead of creating it, and kind of has a power over that. I don't know, but she has mad tension with Hades, and Hades has this like very calm kind of a alpha male vibe, but you already get that he is a really caring but intense person. Like, I love this. It is a romance, you can feel that, because those two are going to get it along pretty soon. And it's enemies to lovers, basically. But yeah, good. I'm enjoying this. The tension in this, oh my god, just yeah, it is good. I am enjoying myself. This is, yeah, so good. So I started this one, and honestly, it's getting good. Like, in the beginning, I had some not real issues, but I wasn't really hooked. And then something happened, which includes a cyborg-ish character and mind links, and oh my god, I love it. Right now, I don't feel like it's a 5-star, but it's above 4. It's good. So, Booktok, you are good in your recommendations. So let's see, I will finish this one today, hopefully, and give it a rating, and then we will move on. Also, I have started this one on audiobook, and yeah, I'm like 25% in, and alright, this is also surprisingly good. Like, I just right now expect all of these books from these recommendations from Booktok to be 4 to 5 stars. Like, okay, this is about a secret society giving me Shadowhunters vibes, and it is based on the Arthurian legend. So I am liking this as well. I hope this ends good and is going to continue being good. And yeah, this is my audiobook. Can we talk about how gorgeous the naked version of Cemetery Boys is? This gold foil, oh, I love it so much. So yeah, again, this is quite fitting. Using the dev bookmark. I also have other ones. I just love this one a lot, okay? So yeah, I'm going to read Cemetery Boys now. Actually, I'm going to do a review for all these books at the end of this video to tell you the rating, because I think I need to let them sit with me for a while. banging. I love it. I'm like 10 pages from the end, and the drama, the aesthetic, I love this book so much. So, I am very bad at vlogging. Terrible at it. I usually start a video like, I have a wonderful idea and this is gonna be a great video to do, and I'm going to vlog every book I'm reading for this. And usually by the half of it, like 5 days later, I'm like, shouldn't I have vlogged this book? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, this is what happened again. So there is some vlogging for some of the books, but a lot of these books actually don't have a vlog, so I'm very sorry, but I will do a wrap up now. So this whole video was all about books that Booktok make me read. And I must say the taste of Booktok is immaculate. I highly recommend to just swing by TikTok and watch a few videos on the Booktok things. Once you've got past the Sarah J. Maas people and the Cruel Prince people and the Cassandra Clare people, you will actually get to the people that are recommending really good books, and for good reasons. So the books I've read were Legendborn, A Touch of Darkness, Cemetery Boys, Gideon the Ninth, Skyhunter by Mary Lou, and The First Sister. So let's go through them. What rating did I give them? First up, the book recommended highly on Booktok by several people was Skyhunter by Mary Lou. I understand why. It is a really good YA fantasy. Like, it's why sci-fi fantasy? It's a bit of a dystopian thing. This is in a future where humanity has basically destroyed themselves, and like two a bit different societies came from it. The one society is following in the footsteps of humanity and taking their technological advancements and going more with them. And then you have the other society that is a bit less developed, but they are the resistance. They are the part of society that's trying to resist this new regime that is putting these old structures as the way to go. So this has some tropes I absolutely adore. This has found family, this has mind links, so telepathy, this has cyborgs basically, this has sword fighting like all the time. It's amazing. And I really think this is really good. However, I still gave it like 4 out of 5 stars for a reason. I think it's sometimes a bit rushed. I think it's missing sometimes a bit of a depth and jumping ahead in relationships and in plot that you, in my opinion, you would need to explain and build more. I think this is just basically because it's a YA story. If you would like conceptualize this as an adult dystopia, you would go more into depth of it, and basically this would have been stretched out over probably more than 600 pages and not 350. But still, this is great, and I will be picking up the next book. As I said, these book recommendations were amazing. The next one is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. So this is a YA fantasy modern retelling of the Arthurian legend, but twisted into Cassandra Clare-esque paranormal urban fantasy. Like, amazing. It is about a black girl who is like falling into this secret society because the magic they are using on her doesn't work on her, and she doesn't know why. And turns out this secret society is based on the heirs of the Knights of the Round Table and Arthur himself. It is good. I gave this 4.5 out of 5 stars. The 0.5 is basically like substructed because there's a love triangle, and I'm not a fan of that. And but I have to say the love triangle is not bad, but it also has a bit of a like build-up issue. I think the first 200 pages are extremely slow compared to the last like 150 pages something, and I think this kind of suffers, and I would see that some people would actually abandon it because of it, which would be a big mistake because this is great and this is setting up a universe that is gonna be amazing. And as February is the Black History Month, please pick this up. This has also wonderful insight into why this European-centered white fantasy sometimes is a bit biased, I would say, and this is the opposite. And I think if you like Cassandra Clare, her books, this is for you. This is the next big thing, okay? Pick it up. So now onto a book I thought I will love. So Gideon the Ninth is necromancy in space. Lesbian necromancers. Amazing! And I started listening to it, and it is very quirky and very fast-paced and very like Benter-like, and somehow it ended up in my head like a bit of a crack story, like making fun of itself. And this is the only book I DNF'd. I stopped reading this. However, it's a soft DNF, in my opinion, because I DNF'd it for the reason because I was starting to get annoyed by it. And I still see that this story is great. So, I will read this when I'm in a mood for it. This is entirely based on I was getting annoyed because I wasn't in a mood for it. So I will pick this up later. I don't think this is bad, but as it was going, I would have given it like 2 stars when it would probably deserve 4 stars. So this is a bit of a controversial one. I think I just need to be in the right mindset for it. So no rating right now, DNF'd. Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. Oh my god, please go back to the vlog. I giggled, I cried, I love this. This is 5 out of 5 stars, it's amazing. And this is so good. This is about a brujo. It's a trans brujo in a community in LA. And he wants to prove himself that he is a male brujo. In his soul, in his magic. Because his community wasn't as acceptive for his transition as he would have liked, of course. And he has this inner drive to try convince everybody that he belongs there. And one day, one of his cousins disappears, and they know he's dead. And he goes looking for him, and actually stumbles across another ghost. And said lovely ghost is a teenager boy, and he died on the same day as his cousin, and he thinks that might be connected, and they are trying to find out who murdered that boy. And also he wants to visit his friends and make sure they are okay. And actually these 2 boys kind of hit it off. So this is a Latinx gay trans story with ghosts, and it's on Dios de la Muerte, so Day of the Dead, so Halloween. But yeah, this is amazing. Please pick this up. 5 out of 5 stars. It's written so well, and it's so good. This is the book we need, okay? I will reread this probably on Halloween just to give the ghosty vibes, and it's amazing. So another book I have read is A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett and Clair. So this book is a bit of a spicy one. This is a modern retelling of Hades and Persephone without all the kidnapping stuff and toxic stuff. There is some slight kidnapping still, but it's not too bad. Okay. So this book is in a modern world where the Greek pantheon has descended to Earth and they are basically celebrities. And Persephone is the daughter of Demeter, and she is hiding. She's pretending to be human, she wants to live her life, she thinks that she has no powers, and then she stumbles into a club and accidentally makes a deal with Hades. And I think this book is great. Also, if you have known these Greek myths, you recognize characters in it, and you just think, I know you. Yeah, don't mess with her. Don't mess with him. Stay away from him. Yeah, I think this book is great. I gave it 4.5 stars, I think. Yeah, I think it should have had a bit of a longer story maybe, but there is more books to it. And Persephone is sometimes a bit of a character, I think is a bit over the top. But yeah, also there is a version of this book that is written from the view of Hades, and I need to read that, okay? So this is a spicy Greek mythology fun. So all my millennials growing up with Percy Jackson, I'm calling you right now, you need to read this. And the last book I have read for this video is The First Sister by Linden A. Lewis. Will I ever not love queer sci-fi? Because this is queer and sci-fi, and it has main characters that are pansexual, main characters that are non-binary. Yes. So this is in a universe where the inner planets and the outer planets in the solar system are kind of split up and are in a war between each other. So basically Mercury and Venus are actually the more higher advanced human section, and then you have the Earth, Mars kind of part of the solar system that are hard hit by a war with artificial intelligence, which I think is the funniest thing about this book, because it is based on that the artificial intelligence machines have fought the war between these species, and one day they just thought, nah, that's stupid, and they actually flew off and are occupying like the belt, like around Saturn and Jupiter. And they just thought, okay, no humans here, only us, artificial intelligence. Mess with each other, leave us alone. So this is great, I love that. But okay, back to the story. The other society around Earth and Mars are very much religious. And it is a religion based on sex worker nuns. Yeah, it has some vibes like The Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, but I think this is setting up a universe I love. And it is written in a very slow way. I think if you like stories that are sometimes more character-driven than plot-driven, you will enjoy this. But if you are looking for huge chunks of action, there are sword fights in space. And yeah, it's there, but it's not the biggest driving point. It's politics, it's relationships, it's characters that are driving the story. And basically, this is setting up a universe that could work into like Game of Thrones-esque thing in space. So I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. It's one of my new favorites. I love it and I cannot wait for the next book. So that's it. That's it for the books I have read for Booktok made me read this. And I must say I loved it. This was so great and I cannot recommend most of these books high enough. And I will do experiments like this again. And yeah, please go check out TikTok. Check out my TikTok as well. I love to do some of those. I'm not as active as most people, but I still do some and I'm enjoying it. So next to BookTube, this is the new platform for books. Go there. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I will be back with more videos. I will actually do an intro for the next video right now, which is gonna be a vlog again because I don't learn. But please join me next time. In the meantime, please subscribe. Have a lovely day, and I see you soon. Bye.